Bengaluru and Kolkata. Right, tomorrow, you here? Joy?
Yes, I'm here.
So the pink shirt is changing to purple?
So
I love the way you do not hide your feelings.
No. I'm not.
How many V's are going to see?
This time I'm going to do it subtly. I'm just going to wear purple underclothing. That's all.
Ooh.
So that's not. It's inside. It's not outside. It's like this. Which is okay. It's like that umpire they used to call a coconut, na? Who's the umpire?
Don't go
the
there.
West Indian umpire.
Don't.
Brown on the outside.
Let's stick to a public display of fandom. Don't worry.
So you needn't know. You'll never know.
It's one team that's absolutely down in the dumps against a team that's actually not played that much, hasn't played for 5 or 6 days. Yeah. So I suspect the focus will be on RCB here.
It has to be because they need to get onto that scoreboard. I mean, they haven't even got on. And if they don't have players, you can understand. I think the way I see it from this first game, they're playing with problem of plenty within that 11 with their batting. It is a problem. I see you've had problem with your batting, but you got to leave out one of those two guys out of that. Because somebody has to feel that what if I get out? You got to get into that feeling. Because look at that side. Got AB de Villiers, Hitmaier comes in, Moeen Ali can whack. Yeah, Stoinis is there now. Kohli, of course, is
now right down at the end of that third column. There's an aeroplane next to Nathan Coulter-Nile that is going outside the screen. Nathan Coulter-Nile is just flying away. He's not coming till the 13th. If he gets picked for Australia, he goes in a little while. So I won't be surprised if RCB says, thank you very much, we'll manage without you. But he might have personal issues, to be fair. We don't want to be unfair to him. But if he's available only for that long, from RCB's point of view, they've got to say,
waste of time.
He's not there. Now what do I do? What changes? The team that was available for the last game is the team that's available now.
That's true. The other thing is that I really feel for whatever it is, Hitmaier is not in a good place in his head also. So, I'd look at saying that De Grandhomme did a bit in his last match, Klaasen did a bit. Do I change that round? Two is that having two talents of the level of Washington Sundar and Pawan Negi, maybe you can't use both of them together, that's a fair shout, but definitely one of those guys deserves to play. And not playing one of those Indian spinners who can also bat a bit, I think takes away a bit from your balance. So definitely those are things I'd be considering.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they play
Parthiv, the other thing, we're not sure, is Parthiv fit?
Yeah, apparently he addressed the press conference today, so Parthiv is fit. Because the other option would have been to play Henrik Klaasen as a keeper. Yep. But they've got to find their Indian core. Who opens the batting? The first game, Kohli and Parthiv opened. Then they had Moeen Ali, then they had someone else. Now, Stoinis has opened for Australia before, but are you happy with Kohli going out to open the batting?
I'm happy with Kohli going out. I think Kohli should open. Not just here, we've seen that for India as well. In 2020 format, he needs to open. He's a timer of the ball. He's not one of those sloggers. And he has to open. I mean, if he fails, he fails. I mean, he gets out. Anybody can get out. But his best usage has to be opening. But at the other end, you got to give him little support to start with. Because he's not one of those who can go out bang all the time and look after his partner as well. He needs a partner at the other end who's actually going in tandem.
I just wonder if Virat Kohli is the kind of person who can put aside the situation that the team is in and stay calm from within when he's going out to bat. Calm is not a word you associate with Virat. With Virat, you associate passion, energy, being in the moment, and yet he actually needs to distance himself a little bit and look at the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he needs to. Because at this point in time, the only way he can help them is through his batting. I mean, 100 from him would just change whether they win, they lose. If he scores 100, if he's in form, he's an inspirational captain. Look, for India, he's led from the front. He's not a Mike Brearley kind of captain saying, okay, Botham and Bob Willis are doing the heavy lifting. I'm really the guy, with a batting average of in his late 20s, early 30s, barely scared nobody. But Virat is not that kind of captain. Virat is, I am leading you guys from the front. So
I'll tell you what else he needs, Joy. He needs to go down to all those scientists in Bangalore and say, can you incubate startups for bowlers for me? They've got 1 wicket in the power play. That's it. 1 wicket in the power play. His bowlers are just not delivering for him. Look, everybody else, the next closest is Kolkata. Okay, with 3.
No, but Kolkata also doesn't scare anyone in the power play.
No.
Prasidh Krishna and nowadays they hold Russell back. So unless one of their spinners gets them wicket, Kolkata is also not scaring anyone in the power play.
So they've got Umesh Yadav,
Yeah.
They've got Navdeep Saini, who I like. I think Navdeep Saini will be a really good 4-day, 5-day bowler. But Umesh Yadav, Navdeep Saini, Mohammad Siraj has actually improved. He's come along a bit. But they want more from Umesh Yadav in the power play, which is what he did last year.
He was decent for them last year.
What he did last year.
And over, he did stuff.
So is Kohli looking around that team and saying, right, should I play Tim Southee then? Should I play Tim Southee in this side for Shimron Hetmeyer? And look for an Indian batsman to go up. Maybe Washington Sundar for that matter, or look at Shivam Dube again.
I mean, Coulter-Nile you say is not available.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have left Hetmeyer and Moeen Ali out and brought in Washington Sundar for his bowling.
Yeah.
Southee and Coulter-Nile, and taken another Indian player out from there as well. Somehow try and put that way, because you got to. See, you were talking about not picking wickets at the top. First game, 70 all out. No pressure on the opposition. They've always been under par. So where is the pressure going to come? We don't see in 2020 cricket, including somebody like Rabada in that. Nobody is picking wickets at the top unless you played Bombay wicket in the evening where first couple overs something might happen. 7 out of 8 games that you play in IPL, you're not going to get a helpful wicket at the top to pick wickets. It'll have to be the pressure of the scoreboard, or it'll have to be the pressure of bowling or whatever is happening at that stage. It is not the bowling skills that get you wicket. Bhuvneshwar Kumar will have a wicket to show tonight. You know, I picked up a wicket at the start. But what was that? It was Prithvi Shaw gifting his wicket. So that it has to come from the other end. In this format, captains have no chance. They can't put in a couple of slips and short leg to pick up wickets. In fact, they got one in the slips with Virat Kohli dropped last time.
Yes.
So they could have had.
Yes.
So I feel Umesh Yadav has bowled well, and that's his strength. He can't bowl at the end. He's the guy at the top. Let him go. Their bowling is fine, the way I see it. Their bowling is not so much of a trouble. Their trouble has been their batting.
Now,
and the trouble is they have too many. Too many is not a good place to be.
Too much of everything is bad anyway. Yeah. But when you've got marquee players, when you've got Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers, you tend to talk about RCB. There's another team as well, and Joy is doing this. Joy, Kolkata, how is it going to affect them, not having played for 5 days?
I think it's not easy, but there's a plus side to it, because they depend on a core of players, and two of the most important part of that core is Sunil Narine and Russell. Russell looked banged up last time, so these 5-6 days will be really good.
Is Russell fit for about 10-12 days a year, or?
No, I think. Look, he plays so well in those 10 days.
He's something else. I mean,
but also they'll be, the other one is, we haven't heard, he didn't play the last match. Sunil Narine is so important to their plans.
Yes.
It's not just a question of one match for the season. So Sunil Narine needs to come back as early as possible. I can't see Nikhil Naik playing there on a regular basis.
No, I don't think he can either.
Yeah, and if you have somebody of the quality of Shubman Gill, you probably need to promote him and give him an opportunity.
Absolutely has to. I mean, the only thing I disagree, I agree with most of what Kolkata does, because I think there's a lot of thought that goes in. But they're not using Shubman Gill.
They've got the two openers at the top. You've got at 3 Robin Uthappa. You can't send him back because he won't be happy. Then you got Dinesh Karthik. You got Russell. You got Shubman Gill has only one place. So it's either 4. Very early. I think the earliest that he can walk in is 4, because they've got to think of the entire side. They're not looking at just Indian cricket there, because Robin Uthappa is going to make a big face if you send him at 4, and he would know it better. He spent enough time with him, and it would be unfair to
Robbie.
Sorry, Robbie.
Now Robbie.
Because one from open to 3 is also not easy to get him there. He's still happy. He's comfortable. He's that sort of a.
He's one player. He makes 20, and it looks like the best looking 20 in the game. But
he's had 600 run seasons also. That's the thing. And he's looking good this year. He's looking really fitter this year. He's looking as if he's timing the ball, and maybe Bangalore will be good for him as well.
But at the end of all this, all 3 games that they won, they needed Russell at the end.
Yes.
So,
absolutely.
So everybody has that comfort when Russell is around. Is he fit? Because he didn't come on.
But he's had 6 days to recover.
Okay, so you're going to be here tomorrow in your purple inners.
Purple inners.
Okay, and you're going to be here tomorrow?
I'll be here with the Reds.
Wish both of you gentlemen well. If you want some tips on what it is like to be
What's the total going to be tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm at the ground. I don't know.
You're at the ground?
I'm at the ground.
Okay.
We'll call him and find out.
Yeah.
We'll call him and find out.